I'm Scott Miller. It's the 1st of July 2022. This is my vlog of daily life in Central America, and I'm here in Antigua, Guatemala, where we are today. But we started the day in Tecpan, in the most unbelievably gorgeous country home that you've ever seen. I talked about it yesterday. Go check yesterday's video if you don't know what house I'm talking about. AirBnB. It was the absolute score. Got up this morning after a great night of sleep because the whole thing is so comfortable. All of us in our completely silent rooms with our completely private bathrooms. It was great, and hot water and everything, which we've mostly had on this trip, but sometimes you don't. This was really nice, comfortable showers, lots of space. Everything was good. Got up, I got up really early, then Valentina got up a little bit after me, like an hour, and then Yvonne slept in quite late, so we didn't see her until we were pretty much ready to pack up and go. So Valentina and I got up and made coffee, and we went outside and lounged out in the sun. We were in the house kind of cold, and we realized the outdoors was warm, so we went out and hung out on the outdoor couches and just had the most beautiful spot for coffee, and worked and talked for a few hours. Came inside, then it was warming up a little bit, so we opened the windows, and one of the neighborhood cats, Negrito, we happen to know his name, just walked in the window, came in, hung out, hopped up on the table, hopped on Valentina's lap, and stayed there for like an hour. So she had a pet cat while we were there, and she made breakfast for us. She did authentic Mexican, because she's Mexican, that makes it authentic automatically. Quesadillas, and then made eggs, and then I had tacos. So we had a really nice breakfast there at the house, very chill. But we couldn't stay very late. We wanted to just hang out so much. It was so perfect, everything. But we only had the house until noon because they had it booked already. Our fault, not booking ahead. So we checked out at about 12:15. Very, very smooth. We didn't have any transportation lined up at that point, so we walked to the local restaurant, which is just around the corner, and hung out there actually for about 1 or 2 hours. It was pretty nice. It's a kind of a mountain resort thing, totally for Guatemalans. Like, seriously, no tourists would be going there, and quite expensive. We had looked about getting another night there, and it was $130 to stay in a place that was just a three-bed room in a hotel, right? 130. The immense Airbnb facility was 95, so a lot more expensive. We were like, we're not doing that. But it was a very nice place. The lunch was very nice. The menu's really cool. They've got like rides, and you can do go-karts and a bunch of stuff there. It's kind of like a fancy, elegant summer camp kind of venue. It was very funny. So we hung out there until we lined up a ride to Antigua, which is where we are wrapping up our trip. And so that took a couple hours, but we're in no particular hurry. We lined up, while we were there, we lined up a hotel for Antigua, and so we just drove out once that was done, and we came to the Hotel Panchoy. This is the Panchoy Valley that Antigua is in. So we found this place, and let me tell you, the price, everything is like 3 nights for a triple bed room is under $200, right in the heart of the city. I mean, it's not the very center, but we're still within the tourist district downtown. It's a really nice location. I'll just do a quick spin. Hey, and this is one of the girls that was on you don't know if you see her. Oh, actually, everyone coming by is from, this is funny. Hey, you're on my YouTube. Have a good one. We're heading back tonight. Enjoy your trip. So these guys are the ones who came down with us from León over a week ago on the bus. So this is very funny that when, I think I mentioned in the video, when we arrived out to Panajachel the first time, we got there and we saw all of the 3 Brits who were on our bus there. We just drove past them in a taxi, and I really quickly leaned out the window and was like, hey guys, and they saw me just for a second. That was like it. We just said hey. And then everyone else from the bus, it turns out, has been staying at this hotel the entire time, and we had no idea, and we've not been in Antigua for quite some time, right? We got here, we spent the first 2 nights, but it was across town, and then we went to all these other places, and when we got back here, I was sitting out at one of the tables just over here, and all of a sudden they all walked by, and I'm like, what? So every single person who came from León, I have now seen, and some of them quite a few times, since that original bus ride. So just very funny that Guatemala is a small place, and the backpacker trails and like the places you're gonna go as a tourist are pretty small, limited, and so, wow, that's just weird that we ran into everybody and stayed in the same hotel. Like, Wow. But so this place is pretty gorgeous. Like, it's colonial, it's in the tourist district, it's got some really nice space, and we are staying just down the hallway over here. So we came here, checked in, and just had a pretty easy night here in Antigua. Got in at, you know, a pretty reasonable time in the middle of the afternoon. This is Valentina's first time here in Antigua. She didn't get to come here earlier, so we did a little bit of walking around and hanging out, and just went out to dinner before calling it a night and getting some sleep here. So that's it for us on our day of travel. We are now in Antigua until the end. Today is Friday. We will be here tomorrow on Saturday, and then Sunday is our very last day. I think I have all of that right. Valentina is taking off tomorrow night is taking off on Sunday to go to Guatemala City, and Yvonne and I leave early on Monday morning, so it's basically Sunday night to get on the bus and head back. So Valentina is actually going to be here like 7 hours longer than us. Thanks for joining me. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I will see all of you tomorrow.